Baby Kildare and Mommy. Tellen said yesterday she was hosing the bike off before she came down to run the mower. And she hosed the bike off right behind me, and she heard the Kildare. Oops, sorry. Get back up there. And the babies come out of the manure storage. Well, what's a better place to feed your babies? Smart Mommy to take them there. That's where the bugs are. And Mommy was out here in the middle of the lot, just talking a little bit, not too much. Sorry, I'm not going to try to get any closer. I'm leaning on the gate trying to hold steady with it zoomed in. And I know it's not the clearest, but you can see them. You know, what are we, 3-4 days after they hatched, and they were little fuzz balls, and now they are exact replicas of Mommy and Daddy. Mommy don't want to take her eyes off me this morning. I don't know why. So anyway, that's them. Little dew this morning, not real bad. Oh, it won't come in. Sun's hitting the top part of the hill, so it looks kind of cool. Oh, there's some clouds over there. Pretty clear sky last night when I went in. Spin you around, get you Disney. So anyway, a little cooler this morning too. 55 this morning. And they just said on the news last night that they didn't think it'd get down but to about 60, maybe 62. Yeah. Oh well, anyway, get my day going. See what I can find to show you today. I think I'm going to dink with that tractor for a little bit. Don't like to cut hay quite this early. Besides that, when you're cutting right next to somebody's house and they don't know you're coming, you get a little pissed off this early, especially on a weekend. If you notice, there's a little oil on there. Come over here, there's even some on the floor. Yeah. Pulled the fitting, put a plug in there. I couldn't move this cylinder, had it unhooked. Couldn't move this one at all. Switched over to this one, pulled the fitting, put a plug in it. It didn't pull out real easy, but it wasn't very hard to pull out. So, that's the one. Now I'm debating, do I take it apart today? See if I've got an O-ring or a quad ring, whatever it takes inside, because it's on the piston. A lot of times what I've found when they do that, it's the O-ring between the piston and the rod. Somehow it gets blown out. But then some of them don't even have an O-ring there. They depend on the close tolerances. And if it's on the outside, I may or may not even be close to having the right parts. But I do have a few. Probably about the right size. So anyway, but I got other stuff I got to do first. If I don't have the stuff, it's going to be Monday before we can do anything with it. So we will see what the day brings. But I think I'm going to have Ty take this down and, yeah, get her cleaned out. Give it a gentle pressure washing.
Tape the seat up warm after it's done.
Becky thinks we need to tape the seat up. He keeps it inside.
I think we need to tape the seat up.
That seat's in better shape than what's on my skid steer. She doesn't worry about mine.
Well, you're capable.
So, anywho.
This is a Vietnam veteran who's had a stroke and a heart attack.
Get it cleaned up for him. And hopefully he'll be able to use it when we get it done. And hey, Donovan, I am seriously thinking, I've got some tin I'm seriously thinking about while it's sitting in here. But it's got to have something to brace it a little bit. I mean, the main part's not too bad. Get up in here and follow the edge down and get down about here and tie it all together. Probably just, no, that piece is broke off clear across anyway. That makes it even easier. Won't take very long. A few screws in it, Cross your fingers and hope it holds. But for right now, it needs to get cleaned up first.
You need to do it down there too.
Yeah, Becky said we need to clean it up down there too.
No.
What?
Where it's broken.
Oh, it broke there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta love plastic hoods. Don't know why the hell they bother.
Because they keep
At
trying
least
bastards.
fiberglass hoods hold up. Well, yep. I'm cutting. Bad thing is, 3 or 4 years ago, Tansy come into this piece really bad. And me and Becky and Tylen and Brooke spent a lot of time out here pulling it. I started cutting and I was pulling so much I wasn't cutting, I was doing pulling. So it made me the phone call, phone a friend. Literally 2 freaking pickup loads in my pickup. And it was all nice, big, healthy plants. Well, so far, I've stopped, what am I, my 4th round, and I've probably stopped 10 times. There's 2 piles over there in the trees. Got a pile thrown up here in the blackberries. And when I stop, I look around, there's one right over there in the middle of the ground. When I get to it, I'll pull it. Another one down there, probably about the same pass. Other than that, what I know is still here. I got one up here ahead of me and one down in that corner that'll be in the back swaths. So I'm going to pull the one over here. Since I got nowhere to throw it off into the field, I'm not going to throw it in his yard. And I'll just throw it in with me, and when I get down there, I'll pull the other one and throw them in the trees. There's 2 more piles down in those trees too, and we're talking anywhere from 10 to 15 plants in each pile. And here's this one, so I don't see any around it. I'll get out and pull that damn thing. And hopefully, those that I just showed you are the only reasons I got left to stop until I'm done. Because I told the guy I got to go cut before. I said, I'll be there in about an hour or so, and that was an hour ago. And this is all the farther I've got. Well, I finished a piece of ours. Now I'm almost up here to where I'm going. I had the pleasure of getting stuck behind 2 bicycles. When the car that was coming finally got by and I could get back on the road to try to go around the idiots, they seemed to think there was a car behind them. Yeah, I was running that rear tire up on the bank, and I cleared them with the edge of the mower by about 2 inches, and then they flipped me off. Well, you got 2 feet of road you could have moved over on. So anyway, I'm almost here, so I don't know if you will. Well, I'll video something anyway. You don't have to know. The family up here, they trace their roots back to what the road name up here is, and the story that his cousin over here had conveyed to me many years ago was 2 families come up here in their wagons, and they spent the first night. The women slept in the wagon and the men slept under the wagon, and they found out in the morning that they had slept on an ant nest, or anthill, and it would have been straight up this road I'm on. And right there's where I'm going to go. He said he had a couple rounds done on it. Oh, hell. If I pay attention, I'll find the gate. I was thinking it was the other end. Well, most of this actually looks pretty good. Like some orchard grass and some fescue, chickweed, clover, moles, gopers. This side's pretty good. Down here it's kind of shitty. I'm gonna have to let you go before I get to those trees. I gotta steer my way around them things. But yeah, dirty right here.
It's pretty good. Okay, rush it back. I'm really surprised how wet this is underneath. I mean, it's fairly heavy and it's got a lot of leaf and lagoons underneath it, but, you know, we had a couple little tinkles, watched it rain up here. He told me that it hadn't rained up here, but after that I saw it rain up here, you know. And I'd never seen the backside of this old barn. That barn is perfectly square. It's, I don't know if they're braces or if there used to be a roof over the backside or what. Been that way as long as I can remember. From the other side, it doesn't have a slit on it. Pretty full looking barn from the road. And I'm gonna guess that's his hay rake. That's similar to the one we baled for. Except that one looks like it might do a better job. But I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to bail behind it. See how that works? And yep, I'm back to here. Well, up here on these other piece, there's a lane. He's over there trimming some trees so I can get back out of here. I barely made it in with the stack on this side of the road. Ain't gonna make it up. Can't even talk. Ain't gonna make it back out that way. So he said he trimmed them. Well, if I was good with that, appreciate it. This lane goes down there quite a ways. I don't know how far it goes down. I don't know that I've ever been to the end of it. But I was up here with Dad years ago, up here talking to the guy cutting the trees back there. And there's a good sized draw over here. There's a very large reservoir pond, whatever you want to call it, and the ravines. We're just above it. I've seen it from the downhill side, and you can't see the whole thing from down there. Anyway, he was telling me when he showed me how to get over here and got me over here. We talked there for a minute, and he said that the story is when one guy, one of the first settlers up here on the hill, had a water-powered sawmill set up in the little stream that fills that reservoir. He says, yeah, he had it all set up. He cut a board for the side of the house, reset the carriage, walk over to the house, put the board on, come back in time to catch the next board. And I was telling you earlier a little history up here about how his family and another family come up. There's a tower about in the middle of the screen up there. That's, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile away, something like that, right on top of the hill. And that is apparently where they stopped for the night with the wagon and laid in the ant hill. That's what the story is anyway. And there's a little view for you. And some dust coming out of the orchard. This little guy and his brother, they run the orchard there, and I don't know how big it is. It ain't real small. And they got sheep, and like as far as I know, their mother's still alive. Living just right over there. Hate to guess how old she is. She's no spring chicken, I guarantee that. But anyway, I'm getting close to being done. Just taking it easy. I told him he needs to start selling some meat. Get them gophers and moles, and set him a little stand up at the farmer's market. There's a few over here. I don't know. It's probably actually worse over here for dirt, but it's not wet. That other piece was really wet underneath. But you can see what happens when we hit it. And I've probably already got more than enough for the video, and it's not even 12:30 yet. I get almost home and I got traffic up here. And she just jumped the fence. That's about the 4th deer I've seen today, probably. Don't see no baby out here, so I shouldn't have to worry about running one of them over. She popped over the fence right there. Don't see her. Oh well. Hey, I'm almost home.
Let's go, girls. Come on, let's go. Hurry, come on. pretty girl, Ruby. There's our Ruby girl. And little Mr. Batman. And Ruby's baby. Bam Bam. Go around, baby. Go around. Step up and go around. Really? Step up and go around. Hi, Boomy. Come on, Bam. Step up. Come on. Step up. Well, I think they're happy now. That was an easy move, except Dino is digging hole. I already had to light off the 9 just to get him to stop. So, as long as he behaves himself and remembers that the fence is really hot between them, we're golden. But I'm gonna go make sure that there's no one else in this 3-corner piece. And then I'm gonna lock the gates and see if I can get those guys away from the fence and leave them alone. Because obviously these girls don't give a shit. Let's go, girls! Come on! Let's go! Hurry! Come on! Slow down! Slow down! You're gonna miss it! Come here! Come on! Come on, babies! Come on, Bam! Let's go! Come on, Ruby! Come on! Ruby May, come on! Come on, Birdie May! Oh, there's the pretty girl, Ruby. There's our Ruby girl. And little Mr. Batman. And Ruby's baby. Bam Bam. Go around, baby. Go around. Step up and go around. Really? Step up and go around. Hi, Boomy. Come on, Bam. Step up. Come on. Step up. Well, I think they're happy now. That was an easy move, except Dino is digging hole. I already had to light off the 9 just to get him to stop. So, as long as he behaves himself and remembers that the fence is really hot between them, we're golden. But I'm gonna go make sure that there's no one else in this 3-corner piece. And then I'm gonna lock the gates and see if I can get those guys away from the fence and leave them alone. Because obviously these girls don't give a shit.
Well, there's nothing sticking out. Took me a little bit to figure out how to come apart. There's a little tiny slot in the cylinder, and you put the slug in. The end of that lines up with a hole somewhere in that groove, and you rotate that and it pulls it in, and then just right there sticks out just about flush with the outside of the cylinder. I don't think there's any problems here. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it again. Wipe my fingers across there. Look at that. I don't see a problem there, do you? The bad thing is I don't know what position that was in. The O-ring fits down in here. And I don't know if this lays flat over it and it's got rolled, or usually they'll be flat beside it. I gotta figure that out yet and see if this is actually still a John Deere kit in it. Because what I remember is these cylinders got remade with the bigger rod, but these may still be the original parts and they just turned them out. I don't know yet. But I'm going to go with, hopefully it's standard John Deere parts. And I'm going to go with, it's been a day. I'm done. My video is way too freaking long. I apologize for that.
And I will show the cylinder more in detail later, I hope. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good Sunday.